to admit people who are coming in. Thank you all. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining this event. My name is Milica Rašković. I am a project manager at the Creative Desk Serbia. Thank you all for being interested in the Culture Moves Europe call. And as you probably know, it's a mobility scheme that supports individual mobility and residency projects. And it is intended for Creative Europe countries. Creative Europe countries are 27 EU countries plus 13 neighboring countries coming from the Balkan region, but also like Norway and also Tunisia, Georgia, Armenia, and other countries. You will see during this webinar which countries are these. This program gives artists and cultural professionals an opportunity to travel and carry out projects in another Creative Europe country. And in this period of time, from 25 to 28, there is 25 million euros aimed to support around 7,000 artists and cultural professionals in this period of time. It is funded by the Creative Europe program and implemented by Goethe Institute. In order to promote this Culture Moves Europe call, 13 Creative Europe desks as contact points of this program united forces, and we organized this webinar for you, but not only as an informational webinar to give you information about the Culture Moves Europe, but also to give you opportunity to connect and share ideas and, of course, to inspire you. These are 13 desks that united, and I will read the countries they are coming from. So desk Hungary, Ukraine, Georgia, Armenia, Spain, Serbia, Belgium, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Poland, Croatia, and Bulgaria. So I would also use this opportunity to thank our Ukrainian desk, who is giving the technical support, and the desk Serbia is coordinating this event. And of course, to thank all the colleagues who are joining and spreading this call and making this webinar a real collection of artists from different countries. So I would make a short introduction to let you know what kind of webinar this is and what you should expect. After this, my short technical presentation, my colleague Bojan Milosavljević will show you how the Culture Moves Europe program works and all the criteria. And then you will get 4 successful stories from 4 different countries. From Serbia, Nataša Milojević is coming. She was in the field of performing arts, and she was going to Spain. Then a success story will share Maka Kiladze, a visual and performing arts field. She was traveling from Georgia to France. After that, we will hear a success story from Armenia. Greg Avetsyan will talk about the group residency in the field of performing arts, and he was traveling from Armenia to Italy. And at the end, we will hear a success story from Ukraine. Svitlana Oleksiuk will talk about her dance residency from Ukraine to Germany. After this, during these presentations and presentations of success stories, I would ask you to ask questions in our chat that is available on your right side if you click the button on the bottom. So please ask questions in the chat. And after that, all the success story in the presentations, we will answer some orally questions. But in the chat, our desks, there are 13 of us. We will also answer your question in a written form. After this segment of 16 minutes, we will go to breakout rooms. There are 8 breakout rooms, naming different art fields, visual arts, performing arts, literature, fashion design and fashion design, and others. And I will ask you then to go to the room your preferred art field is, and join other artists from different countries to share what you do, and possibly connect with someone who is the same interest as you are. We will have 45 minutes to chat in these breakout rooms, and each room will lead by one representative of desk. If there is a lot of people in one room, there are additional rooms, and you will be split in another room. But let's leave it to the desk moderators who will lead the breakout rooms. After these 45 minutes, we will come together again into the plenary to have a final wrap up and answer some unanswered questions. Yes. Just a few remarks during the presentations. As I told you, you can ask questions in the chat. Be brief and respectful. Mute yourselves if others speak, and put off your camera if you don't want to be recorded or print screened. This part, or this first session, is being recorded and will be put online on YouTube channel, so that you know. And at the end, all of you who fill out the evaluation form will receive a contact list of participants who applied for this webinar. I will exclude, of course, those who didn't want to share their contacts, and stated that in the form. And of course, all content and all answers are indicative, and in case you have any doubt, always refer to the call, the document of the call for individual mobility that is available on this website. I will give my word now to my colleague Bojan Milosavljević, who will now share information about the call Culture Moves Europe. Bojan?
Yeah,
you are there.
Thanks, Milica, for the introduction. I just want to check my audio just to see if you hear me well. Maybe
yes,
better
we can
now.
hear you.
Now it's better, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction, and thanks for the participation. Hi, everyone. So I will present now the main features of the call Culture Moves Europe, individual mobility, because there are two specific calls within this Culture Moves Europe program. We will start. I will not present today or tell something about the residency call. It will be open in December, but we will organize specific session about that. So today we will focus on a call for individual mobility. And it's open for artists and cultural professionals. Later I will explain more about this topic, artists and cultural professionals. So we can go on the next slide. Yeah. So here you see in December the call will
be. Okay.
No, never mind. We can
Sorry.
go. Let's go. So here you can see the timeline. The call is open from 1st of October and will stay open until the end of April 2026. The deadline, it's a monthly deadline. So the last day of each month, it's deadline, except the December. So the application received in December and January will be evaluated in after the 31st of January. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deadlines for this call. And the project can start from 1st of January until the end of 1st of January 2026 until the end of 2026, just to also emphasize that. So we can go on the next slide. I will not reply on specific questions. I will present the main features, and you can write your questions in a chat, and later we will respond on your specific questions. So the call is open for individuals aged 18 and above, no upper age limit, residing in a Creative Europe country, regardless of their nationality. I will lately explain that 40 countries at the moment are participating in a call and eligible for the applicants. This grant is open for different, let's say, artistic disciplines and sectors, but also it's not only for the artists, but also for cultural professionals. So if you're working as kind of technical support in some museums or other kind of supporting professions, you can also apply for this call and for this exchange and mobility. Just to clarify that it's not only for the artist. So all the disciplines are available. It's not necessary now to mention all of them. Later I will explain the sectors that are 7 sectors that are, let's say, somehow organized within this call. Next slide. So also you can apply as a person, individual mobility, or as a group. But if you apply as a group, one of the up to 5 person, you can apply two of you, or 3 or 4, up to 5. But if you apply as a group, one of you need to be to submit the application. So all group members must meet the eligibility criteria and provide the required documents. Implement the project in the same place at the same time and for the same duration. That's important. Same place, same time, and same duration. But the group members can come from different countries and be active in different sectors. So different countries, different sectors, but same place, same time, and same duration. Let's go on the next. Here you can see the Creative Europe countries. At the moment, 40 countries, 27 EU members, and 13 neighboring countries. No need to read this. You can see here the list of the countries, but also overseas countries and territories and outermost regions. Later, you will see there is some specific money for traveling to or from the overseas countries and territories. Yes, sectors. Here you can see the sectors. It's not maybe the best way to organize the sectors, because if you have cultural heritage, you can also come from music or from visual arts or literature, but dealing with cultural heritage. So, but you can understand the sectors as all artistic art disciplines: music, visual art, performing arts. Inside of performing arts, you have the puppetry and the dance and other. It's not only theater and so on. So, but also you have the architecture and design and fashion design. That's specific. It's more creative industries, but it's also eligible to apply for this call. Next. What do you need to apply? One mobility project. So you can apply for one mobility project, not 2 mobility, let's say, different destination, but only one. Also, with the support of an international partner. It can be person or institution. Later, I will explain more about that. In the application form, you'll be... No?
Sorry.
No? Okay. No, another. In the application form, you will be asked for a short description of your project, why the mobility is important. So relevance of your mobility, how it's connect with your need and your profession development, and also with the relevancy of the partner and the hosting partner. One international partner who collaborates with you during the project implementation in the destination country. As I said, it can be person or institution in other country. So we can go on the next slide. Sorry, I'm going quickly through these things because I only have 15 minutes to present these main features. Supporting documents. So official national identification, proof of residency in a Creative Europe country, short CV, artistic and creative portfolio, and letter of invitation from the international partner. Application and these supporting documents. So that's it. Let's go. So here you can see the let's say description of the international partner. As I said, it can be person or organization with whom you will collaborate during your project implementation. It can be another artist, a curator, a museum, a festival, and so on. Just make sure your international partner is relevant for the objectives of your project, and it's based in a Creative Europe country different from where you reside. The information about the information about the supporting letter from the partner, it's important to think about that and to include all this information in the letter of invitation. Information about the partner, so short description of the partner, name of the applicants or applicant, overview of the collaboration, the goal and activities and so on, dates of the project, and date and signature of the partner. It's not free form, this letter of invitation. You need to include all this information in your invitation letter. We can go on the next. Mobility project. Your project must have one key destination where you will stay and work with your international partner. However, you are still free to organize some activities in other places within the same country if that supports the project objectives. So you're applying for one destination, but you are also welcome to present, for example, you're presenting your work. You can present your work also in other cities, but you are not mentioning these cities that you will stay there. You will stay on one destination, but you will just mention other destination as kind of dissemination of your work. You can also decide the duration based on your project needs and objectives. That's also important. There are three categories, but firstly, for individual projects from 7 to 60 days, so not less than 7 days, and also for groups from 7 to 21 days. Here you can see the three duration categories from 7 to 21 days. From the previous calls, the average was approximately 68% for this short. Then medium from 22 to 39 days, it's a 20%. And the long stays from 40 to 60 days, it's approximately 12%. We can go on the next slide. So here, it's really important slide, objectives of your mobility project. Your project must follow two objectives, so not one, but two of them. You need to choose and explain. To explore, for example, to prepare the concept of your project or to research some topic as a kind of preparation of some artistic work or production. Second one is to create some executive production, for example, to go as a director in some country to direct some show that's already prepared, to learn, to study something, for example, through collaboration with some specialist, and to connect, to network. It's also possible to connect in order to create some, for example, COP project or other project within for other calls within the Creative Europe. So also you can go on some conferences or some festivals in order to present your work and to network. What else to say for here? So yeah, maybe Milica go back to say maybe few words more, because it's really important thing for the relevance of your project to really well decide about the two objectives of your project. Let's go on next. Evaluation process. So, for example, Alex submits his application on 14th of October 2025, and the project application will be evaluated after the 1st of November, together with all applications received in October. Around the last week of December, Alex will receive the result. If this project is selected, he will have to sign the grant agreement. So 2 months you should wait for the evaluation, for the selection results. Alex can only start traveling after the grant agreement is signed and sent back to the team, and he has to finish his project before 30th of June 2026. So you have the window of 6 months from the beginning of the year till mid of the year to choose the period to realize your project. It's also possible if you choose some dates, and in the meantime, between the application, submitting the application and signing the agreement, you have some changes. Before signing the agreement, you can change the dates of your residency. It's also possible. Don't be afraid that if you apply for something and there is some changes, it's you can negotiate about that change. Okay. So what is important? It's a monthly. Means just 1 second back on this on previous. So here at the bottom you have application. It's monthly, results in 2 months, and you have the window of 6 months for realization of the project. Next. Evaluation criteria. So you should focus on project relevance. Does the project allow you to pursue the two objectives? You need to think about the activities that you will have and plan to do in order to realize the objectives. The first one and second one. Preparation. Is the mobility well planned? The schedule of the activities inside of the frame of the duration. For groups, does each group member have a clear role? The different roles. For example, you can organize the musicians from different countries, from 4 countries, and they will stay for 1 month and rehearse and create the new album, and then go to tour, maybe inside 2 cities or something like that. I'm giving you examples. Outcome. What will be the longer term outcome of your project? For example, are you creating something that you will use later for dissemination, or you are creating some network for follow-up to develop some large project or something like that? Mobility relevance is also take care about that. Are the travel duration necessary to achieve the desired outcomes? And sustainability. Does your project consider environmental sustainability? So let's go on the next. Project timeline. So after signing the grant agreement, you will have up to 6 months to start your travel, departing from your place of residency, implement your project in the destination country for the agreed duration. You cannot interrupt your project and restart it later. So you cannot split your project of 20 days into parts, 10 and 10 days. It should be in one part. And at the end, submit the activity report within 30 days after finishing your project. Go on next, Milica. Maybe, sorry, go back on a previous, because there is one information on the bottom. Better to apply at least 4 months before your project starts. At least 4 months, not 4 months, but at least. So it's better recommendation it's 5 to 6 months before the residency, but at least 4. Yeah, thanks, Milica. What's the grant amount? Depends on person and the project and duration and destinations and so on. So grant, it's a travel allowance and daily allowance, plus top-ups and accessibility support. A travel allowance of 400 euros or 800 euros for distances of 5,000 kilometers and above per person per round trip. So it's a lump sum. So you can receive, if you're above 5,000 kilometers, 400 above this. If you are under, it's a 400 above 5,000, you are 800 euros. Plus daily allowance. Daily allowance, it's 85 euros for each day of project implementation. This contributes to accommodation, food, equipment, and local transport. Thanks to the top-ups and accessibility support, you may also receive extra money. But also, I want to emphasize that Culture Moves Europe are, let's say, structured to be as a support to some project. It's not, maybe it can be a full project, but in a lot of cases, you have some project and you are using this Culture Moves Euros as a financial support for some project that are funded from other resources. Top-ups, green mobility, top-up, it's 400 euros. If the distance between your residence and the destination is at least 600 kilometers and you don't travel by airplane, I hope it's clear. So you will receive 400 and plus 400 if your distance is above 600 kilometers and you are not traveling by airplane. So you will receive 800 euros. Here, if you reside in this is overseas countries and territories, you will receive this, or you're traveling, your destination is an overseas country or territory. You will receive additional 165 euros. 175 euros. Also, top up, family top up, it's 200 per child if you have children under the age of 18 years old at the time of project implementation. And also, visa top up, it's 120 euros. Okay, here it's important. We'll ask you for supporting documents for each top-up requested only at reporting stage. So for the top-ups, it's in the reporting stage. Accessibility support, if you have extra cost because of your accessibility needs, it's a 30 euros per day of project implementation. With it, you can support your accessibility, accommodation or transportation, rent, assistive equipment. It's only for that, this 30 euros per day. But also, if you need a personal assistant or sign language interpreter, you can choose professional service, cost covered, or non-professional support, 400 euros plus 85 per day of project implementation. If you have a disability, you can request one or both types of support. So you can choose, do you need both of them or one of them? But we'll ask you for supporting documents only if your project is selected. So not in the reporting stage, like for top-ups, but after the selection of the project. You need to prove these extra costs, need for these extra costs. Exception, virtual mobility. So there is also possibility for virtual mobility. You must apply for a virtual project if there is a serious threat to safety and security in the destination where you wish to implement your project. For example, if you are traveling to Ukraine in some specific regions or in Ukraine, you have this kind of problem. I'm just mentioning this as a really specific situation. Also, you have the option to apply for a virtual project if you reside in a country where there is a serious threat to safety and security. You have a disability which prevents you from traveling. In this case, you can also apply for a hybrid mobility to combine to travel and to have the part as a virtual mobility. So you have the two options for destination and also for the residency country. Just take care about that. Example of an individual mobility project. So here you can see, I will not explain and read this. You can read that option. And if you have some questions, you can write your question in a chat if something is not clear. Svetlana, I see your hand. Maybe you can write your question in a chat. It's a quicker way. If not, later when we have the session, we can have this kind of discussion. So there will be not time for discussion at the moment. And
it's sad to raise my hand because I have to tell about the.
It's our success story.
Yeah.
Okay. You will have time. Okay. So next one. So the grant payment you will receive if your project is selected, you will receive 75% of the daily allowance and travel allowance and 75% of the accessibility support. And 25 you will receive after the final payment of 25 you will receive when you submit your report and if the report is accepted. Activity report within 30 days after you finish your project, you will need to submit the activity report. Fill in a short questionnaire, send to get proof of your travel and mobility. So take care about this proof of your travel and mobility. It's important for the financial reporting. How to apply? So Goethe Institute is the institution that is coordinating this call. So you should go on the portal of Goethe Institute, create a GAP account, register as an individual. Even for group projects, you are applying as a person. Select Culture Moves Europe, and option call for individual mobility. Complete the form in English, but also you have the option you can save and edit until final submission. So you can write, and then if you need to check something to think about, you can stay with that and then come again, edit and submit. In this session, we are just kind of overview of this presentation, the eligibility countries and sectors, who can apply to the call for individual mobility, then what to keep in mind when planning the mobility project about objectives and sectors and all these things, the grant calculation and an extra support available, so you have the travel and daily allowance and these top-ups and accessibility, when to apply, so deadlines, 6 deadlines, who can be an international partner, the evaluation process and its timings, and how to apply. And for more information, you can write an email to Goethe Institute or contact the Creative Europe desk in your country. I hope that I'm in a time frame.
Yes, thank you, Bojan. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Yes, I would just now, thank you. I hope everything is clear. Oh, you posted questions on the chat. I hope you...
A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I would like now to invite the success story from Serbia.
Oh, I'm so Milica, I'm
Yes,
so sorry.
Olya.
Could we start with Ukrainian success story?
Yes,
Because
yes, of
we're a
course.
bit in a hurry. I don't want to be rude, but if we could start from Ukrainian success story, it would be-
Yes, 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 yeah. I hope just to see if Natasha is here. Natasha, are you there?
Yes, I tried
Yes.
to put a sign, but I
Okay.
didn't see. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
here.
Is
I'm
it
here.
okay
It's
with
okay.
you?
I can wait. Yeah,
Okay, okay, thank you.
you're
Okay,
welcome.
then we will hear first the Ukrainian success story, the group presidency. So the floor is yours, Svetlana.
Yeah, thank you very much, and sorry for my hurrying. Yeah, I will try to be short and yeah, concise. So it was the project of student exchange, or rather not exchange, because it was one-side exchange. So the students from Ukrainian university were traveling to the German university in Cologne. It was called outreach, and the idea was that the student of choreographic department in Kiev could visit or be or could feel themselves as students of another university for some weeks, and also to visit lots of dance or performative events in the area around Cologne. What was special about the case what was special about the organization, that we were longer. So our program was longer. Our being there, our mobility was longer than 21 days, but we used not more money than given. So we organized our mobility so that we were just in this frame of given sum. And it was possible because we had possibility to live free. Yeah, and I have to say, if you have such possibility, try to use it. Yeah, or try to also to find a living that is not so expensive, because actually this allowance for each day is not so big if you want to visit any event that you have to pay for, so you can be short of money. So just try to calculate everything before you go there. But it's also necessary. There is no such very strict budget when you apply for the program, but it's better to do it for yourself. Also, we had one force majeure situation, and it was such a case that one of our participants, one of students, got sick shortly before we could travel there, before our trip. So we had to leave her in Kiev, and it was my mistake that I waited and tried to still involve her, and waited and hoped maybe this situation will be solved. And that is why I lost some days, and there is such an option to change one of the participant, but you have to. But it's this force majeure situation. It's called so in the project instruction, and if you do so, you have to get agreement from Brussels, and that always takes time. So even I try to reach all my channels and to do it as quick as possible, and we involved another participant, but this participant lost 1 week or one week and a half, something like this. So it was a pity, yeah, that we could not involve her earlier. Also, it is good to be sure in all of your team, in your participants, and when I regarding to this situation, I think that it's also good to have someone else in mind in case of such force majeure. and try not to try to think through the program very good, and try to find, it's very important to find a reliable mentor from the inviting side. Yeah, so the person you can really rely on, and that you can think the program through with, the one you can think the program through with. And because if something is going wrong, yeah, it's the person who is at place, and who can who knows better the surroundings there, the environment, people, and who can just solve it much quicker than you can do it, and so that you don't lose any option that you planned. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess that will be my story. If there are any more questions, or I can ask if I can, or if not, then I will finish here.
Thank you so much, Svetlana, for sharing your story, especially for sharing this what happened to you, and it was not really planned. I think it's really necessary to share these kind of experiences. Okay, I would now ask Natasha from Serbia to join and to share her success story. Please ask questions in the chat. I think it's the most efficient because there are 161 of us in this webinar. So I think it's more productive to post questions in the chat. We will answer, of course, at the end in an oral way. So Natasha, thank you very much for joining. Please, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hello, my name is Natasha Milojevic. I'm a performance artist and also a contemporary dancer. I was in residency in Castellón de la Plana in Valencia region. So over there, I create my video performance and video work. So first, my host was Zona 3. This is the gallery from Castellón de la Plana, and like small cultural center. And during my residency, I lived there in cultural center. They have one room which is possible to invite the guests. So I had my small room and bathroom, and that was the place when I lived. So this and my living was for free. So what was the good situation for me? It's over there. You can see the part of the pictures of this place. I find the connections with my host during the suggestions of our friends, because the gallery collaborate with our artists from Museum of Contemporary Art, and also from artists from Faculty of Fine Arts. So this they create the connection with me, and after that we write the document. Here, so I use the green travel for my traveling. So I traveling with motorbike. My boyfriend has some work over there also in Valencia, so he came with me. We start from Belgrade with motorbike and traveling. I think it was 5 days traveling, because we had breaks in our friends' houses during in the way from Serbia to from Belgrade to Valencia, in different places with stops, and stay overnight in their houses. And also one part of travel was with Paris. So there's a picture from Paris. And the motorbike was very important for my work, because I worked on the whole area. So I'm not traveling from place to place to collect the material for the performance. So yes, in the beginning, we have also during the residency, I have the connections with local artists. So first, when I arrived there, I present my previous work, one performances. Also, I collaborate with local artists who did their own work. I have the chance to met a lot of artists from this region, photographers, video artists, multimedia artists, painters, everything else. So it was very interesting. And of course, we plan some future work. We will see, yes, of course. After that, yes, so it was interesting because our host helped us to understand the place where we are. So there is a different pictures from this regia. So in the September, when I were there from the 10th September to 15 October. So in this time in the autumn in this regia, there is a lot of local festivals and everything which you can find on the streets. Everything goes for free in our town, in our Castellon, and also in Valencia, in some villages around there, because they have these festivals with bulls and everything, which is a little bit terrible for people from our area, but it was interesting just to know where are you. And for me, it was important because from the beginning, I collaborate with the local people. My project was, the name of the project was the Rivers Connecting People. So my plan was to create something connected with the rivers, and the rivers were something which connect the persons, so people would share their stories, what the rivers mean for them, however. So I was traveling through the Regia and talk with the people and collect the experience about the rivers. And from the beginning, it was very interesting for me because when I talk with them, how they are connected with rivers, the answers in general was, I'm not too much connected. We have the seas, beautiful, of course, it's beautiful there and everything else. After that, I recognized that their river bands are totally dry. So I decided to create video work with these river bands, and also connect with these stories which I collected with the people. And on the end, I created the performance, which included the video and, of course, the dancing part. Over here, you can see the pictures from final performance in Valencia, because when I come back to Serbia, I developed more the performance, and performance was played in Belgrade, and this year it was played in Berlin. Yeah, and it was and also these pictures were made by their professional photographer. I get it for free. And also, it was interesting when I finished my work and come back to Belgrade, the floats in Valencia start. So it was some kind of very interesting, I don't thinking about how people think about their surrounding and how they are not really connected with important things and not important topics in their world. So maybe the artists are some witches, so you can predict what will happen in future, but how now. And over here we can links of video works, the first performance and the last performance which I created during my travel. That's it. If you want to ask me, you can do it. I try to be fast because I have just 5 minutes.
Thank you, Natasha, so much. Seems really interesting.
You're welcome.
I think people can ask in the chat if they have any questions. I just want to announce that this is the initiative of 13 desks. That doesn't mean that artists from other countries like France and Italy cannot join. You all can join even if you're not from this area, but you are living in the country of covered by Creative Europe. You can join this webinar and find information, so people don't leave. Just stay. And yeah, I would thank you, Natasha. I would ask now Armenian success story. It was a group residency, just for you to see what kind of different residencies are happening in this call. So are you there, Greg?
Yes, hello everyone.
Yes, hello. Please, the floor is yours. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Natasha once again. I mean, beautiful presentation and beautiful work. So my name is Greg Abedisyan. I'm from Armenia. I have been in branding and creative industry for around 20 years. For the past couple of years, I have been representing deaf and hard of hearing community of Armenia, because deaf people are very marginalized in Armenia. And because of my creative field, I started to represent them in creative fields to allow them to have any visibility. Sorry, do you hear me?
Yes, but there are some echoes happening.
I'm at the university campus.
Ah, okay.
Working down. So what I want to say that yes, it was a group mobility, and it was my first application. During my branding and marketing times, I had lots of applications, and I have to say that they're very hard, very complex. But this was my first experience to work as an NGO, as a representative of Armenian Arts Council. And I have to say it was probably the most simple, easy navigation that I ever had. And for those who is considering to apply but not sure and thinking, afraid to apply, go for it, because it's very simple. And the team was very intuitive. Creative Europe, Armenian Desk, Goethe Institute team, they would help you right away, give you presentations, consult you. Our project was in Perugia, Italy, so we traveled from Armenia. There were 4 people, students of the Theater Institute in Armenia. They were amazed. This was first time they were traveling abroad from Armenia, and this was an exchange program with a puppet theater in Italy. The idea was to give the students the first opportunity to connect with European partners and to understand actually what can be developed in disability field, in the field of deaf and hard of hearing people, to allow them to come up with new ideas and to collaborate with them. And with the same theater, we have found several partners now, and we are going to apply now to launch our first small festival of people with disabilities. We have already developed an idea of performances. What I want to say that you have to probably come with simple idea, but the simple idea has to solve a problem, in my personal experience, has to rise in awareness. It doesn't have to be very complex, but in case of our group, the idea was simple. These are marginalized people, they have no voice. I, using my sign language knowledge, connect them with hearing world, connect them with Europe, and give an opportunity to show their talent. This was really inspiring, and I thank Creative Europe one more time because it gives us new partnerships, creative insights, and vision for long-term collaboration. And I'm proud that we succeeded in this, and we are going to get bigger, to get new partners, and to raise the voices of deaf people that they never had the opportunity to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Greg. Got a lot of hearts and hands clapping.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My
Okay.
pleasure.
Yes. I will. I hope you enjoyed these success stories, that you learned a lot from our guest speakers. Unfortunately, one planned success story coming from Georgia couldn't make it and couldn't present right now as their success story, unfortunately, but I hope in some other occasion we will hear this. But as you can see, all the countries have success stories, and we as Creative Europe desks try to find all these people and contact with them. And at least in Serbia, on our website, you can find success stories on our website, so you can read. Also, I can see that you also asked a lot about where you can find other success stories. And I think it's very important because they are inspiring you, they are leading you through the process and showing you what are good things and what are bad things they did. So look at the chat, because our colleague from Goethe Institute is also here, and she also answered some of your questions. So please read the chat and see what they answered. There is also a shared distance calculator that is really helpful tool to calculate how much kilometers is there to the country you are going to, so that you can know how much, how to organize your budget as well. Please, I would like to refer to the chat. If you have any questions, please try to find the answer in the chat. Before we go to breakout rooms, I will give maybe one or two questions. If you have a burning question or you have a question that is unanswered, you can ask orally, but please be brief and concise. Do you have any questions to ask now? Burning questions, unanswered, that you need to get the answer? Okay, no hands. Okay. Okay, so you all got it that the chat is our main source of communication and answering the questions. Okay, now we are on time, so I would start the next session, and these are breakout rooms. This is very valuable tool because this is the time when you can connect with other colleagues from other fields. We have 8 different breakout rooms. I will not call them, but say the names of these breakout rooms: visual arts, performing arts,